Hi everybody, welcome to the Thescottshow. This is the early morning wake-up call, 8 o'clock every single morning here on 102550.net. We're at speaker.com/thescottshow. We are at soundcloud.com/thescottshow. We are everywhere you can find your podcast, listening, and all that great stuff. We are here every single morning. Like I said, we do it up. Now, I did not get my tea yet, so after the Scott Show, I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to come back, and we've got some more shows going on today, including the Division II, Division III championship games. We got the lower division show rocking today, and it's Sunday today. So it's Sunday, we got big-time NFL football, and of course, we got the big win on Thursday. Doing it up right. That's what we do all day long. All right, so here's checkiday.com. Here's what day it is today. It's Dewey Decimal System Day. It's the Festival for the Souls of Dead Whales Day. It's National Lager Day. It's Nobel Prize Day. It's World Chorus Day. It's Worldwide Candle Lighting Day. And it is Human Rights Day today, folks. It is Human Rights Day. Now, I'm actually looking at checkiday.com, and it's a really cool site. Check it out. Our great friends at checkiday.com. It's just exactly how I say it, and I think it's great, and they do awesome stuff, so check it out. So before I got on the show today, I was watching a show about the 60s. So a little bit, our first two ups and downs are about the 60s and just kind of cool things that happen. But we also got our shout-outs, our mentions, and like I said, we got lots of stuff going on today. And we're going to have so much fun here at the Scott Show podcast. I can hardly contain myself, but first of all, I got to tell you guys, I went shopping yesterday. I spent so much revenue getting some stuff for the Holiday Angel Boxes. We got really cool stuff for the Holiday Angel Boxes. Great deals going on, so we had to get cool stuff. So I think the people were going to be absolutely blessed when they receive their items. I went to a craft show. I got some new things for the house. I decorated it up a little bit. Christmas has definitely came to the Scott Show studios. Not exactly in the studio. I have a minion with a Christmas tree thing on, but whatever works. And of course, I got my best Christmas present so far this year, the autographed picture of Jim Cornette. That's on my wall, and I love it. I'm just jumping up for joy because I got that. So our first thumbs up for the day is something that happened back in the 1960s. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to give it a thumbs up today, though, because it stands the test of time. And that's the first man on the moon. We have not had another man on the moon. No other country has had a man on the moon. Only America's done it. We rock. America, hell yeah. Okay, there you go. But I think it's time to do it again. I think it's time to get a man on the moon. And when I grew up, I was under the impression that we were going to have all these things on the moon and all this blah, 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 and we haven't. And you look at movies like Back to the Future, where they go back to the year 2017. Oh, my goodness. And the hoverboard is not even a thing yet. And flying cars are not a thing. And, you look at the Jetsons, where they have flying cars and they go all over, still not a thing. So even though we think that we're moving a lot faster than we are, sometimes we're not. Because we haven't had a man on the moon since the 60s. Just a little insight for you guys. We've not had a man on the moon since the 60s. Okay. Next thumbs down is music today. I had watched this show first for the music. CNN does these great shows. And I normally give CNN a lot of crap. So I'm going to give them a thumbs up too. We love CNN. They go with the man on the moon thing. Awesome. Thumbs down, though, today to music today. Because I watch the music ones first whenever they come up with a new decade. And I listened to the music and how people were so into the music. Like, when the Beatles came out, back in the 1960s. Beatlemania went crazy. Airports were going nuts over the Beatles. I mean, this was the thing. Music today has a big play on society. And if you have people who are abusing their significant others, or cheating on their significant others, or just being, I'm gonna come out and write and say it because I don't hide crap from the Thescottshow. If you have a whole bunch of people being just straight up bastards, well then, you know what? I'm not a big fan. And I'm not a fan of music today. So, I like some music today. Some of it I can listen to and be like, yeah, that's a catchy tune. I kind of like that song. But you see so many covers of yesterday's music just because they want to stay relevant. I heard Stevie Nicks get covered by Beyonce at Edge of 17 in the beginning of it. And it was one of her songs. And I stopped listening after the Stevie Nicks version. And Stevie was even on the video. You know, because she's trying to help an artist out and be relevant. And it didn't go very far because Beyonce is still terrible. So, there you go. Music today gets a big thumbs down. Throw them all in a volcano and start over again. Alright, thumbs up to the Alabama election. And I know people are going to scream at me about this. I know I'm going to get crap about this. But I'm going to give a thumbs up to the Alabama election because in a few days, democracy will win even if Roy Moore does. And I'm not telling you who I would pick, who I'd want to vote for. I don't know if you could tell. But democracy will still win, even if Roy Moore does. And to all my Republican friends, I don't get how you can still like this guy. And if you don't like this guy, awesome. And if you do like this guy, tell me how. In the comment section below, tell me how you like this guy. I just gotta know. Normally, I'm not against, with the exception of a few. Normally, I'm not hell-bent on a candidate. I'm not even that hell-bent on Roy Moore compared to others. But still, it's so stupid. I want to get that out there. Thumbs down, though, to the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis. Won the championship last night at Combat Zone Wrestling. Thumbs down because, first of all, Tim Storm comes into, the now former champion, comes into Combat Zone Wrestling, says, challenge me, and you get all these people challenging him, and then they throw in their Nick Aldis, who's had numerous shots already, and I don't like that. And I understand Tim Storm is injured. I understand Nick Aldis is working for the NWA. I understand all that. I get it. I've been in the sport before. But, and yes, I call pro wrestling a sport. If you want to argue about that, I got lots of video for you to see injuries and people get hurt doing this thing. So, if you don't think pro wrestling is at least a sport where these guys have to be in top physical shape, then you're wrong. So I've been in this sport forever. I've done it. I've been in the ring. So the thing is, folks, I just don't like the booking to this. And I want to see what happens next, but I feel really bad for the great people in New Jersey who were all at the show yesterday hoping that one of their guys were going to get a shot at the world title. And they didn't, and it was disappointing. So, very much a thumbs down to the NWA. Billy Corgan, I'm a big fan of the whole NWA thing, so that's why we can cover it on the Thescottshow. We cover things people don't. I want to give a thumbs up to the Army-Navy game. Biggest reason I'm giving the thumbs up to the Army-Navy game is because it's such an integral part, and I totally said that wrong. It's such an important part of the college football season. The military goes nuts over this. Veterans go nuts over this. They watch this game like it's the NFL, it's the Super Bowl or the college football championship. And I saw the best meme for it today. It said, the only two teams that would die for the people that are watching this game. And that was an amazing thing to me. So Army and Navy, I give them a big time shout out. And lots of love. Thumbs up to you guys. And last thumbs down I'm giving is to bullying. Bullying is dumb. If you are sitting there and bullying people, that is not even cool. However, it's gotten to a point in our society where bullying and having a little bit of fun there's no back and forth to that. So I'm going to give a thumbs down to bullying. I just wish that people would stop trying so hard to get bullied. I do see that, and if you guys ever want an explanation on that, hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, wherever you want to hit me up. I'll give you all the details, all the deets. Alright, so shout out to Jake in Bemidji State. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Don. Big time shout out to Carl today. Shout out to Marcus. We got a lot of other names for Marcus, but today it'll just be Marcus. He's a good guy. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Alex. And shout out to the family, Steve, Dave, Blaze, Jim, and Amanda. If you guys ever want to shout out or think I have not given you enough shout outs, send me a message. We'll hook you guys up. Guys, keep remembering, I got a few mentions and then we're going to get going here on the show. I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We got our TCW Sunday Night Slam show tonight. It's the last Sunday show because the next 2 Sundays, the 24th and the 31st, we're going to be a little bit busy. So we actually moved those to Saturdays. And next Sunday is WWE Clash of the Champions, which will be probably the only podcast I do that day. Because we're filming. And check that out. TCW, the last Sunday Night Slam of 2017. Tonight, check it out. We got some pretty good matches tonight, actually. North American title tournament continues. Division 2 and Division 3 have their championships next week. The semifinals for the subdivision of the championship football season has commenced. And we will have that all for you and a little bit of talk about what I think is going to happen and what I thought was going to happen. A little bit of talk on our lower division show later on today. Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss were in Abu Dhabi, and they were the first 2 women ever to wrestle a match there. So if you ever want to talk about women's history and things that have happened first time you ever had 2 women fight in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. They just did it over the weekend. And the last thing I got to talk to you guys about is the 10/25/50 pledge drive. It starts on Monday. We're going to do a 1-day pledge drive. It's going to be the afternoon. I think it's going to be like around 1 or 2 o'clock. We'll do it up. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun with it. I'm going to get on the podcast, talk a lot about 10/25/50, talk a lot about what we're doing. Hopefully we'll get some people on Patreon. And people just loving us up. And that's what we want. Voting, by the way, ends on the 20th. On the 20th, and then we'll send out the donation on the 21st. So check that out. They're all by states this time, and we'll pick that out. And then, the pledge drive on Monday, and the boxes start packing on Wednesday, going out on Thursday probably. So, thank you guys so very much for checking out the Thescottshow wake-up call. Sorry about my voice. It's a little hoarse right now. I'm going to grab some tea. I'll be back with some more shows later on. We got the Scriptures of Scott show. We got Politics show. I think we might be doing like 8 different channels today. So, check it out. Send us lots of love. Like, share, subscribe. And most of all, remember to check us out. And send us all the love in the world. Speaker.com, YouTube, all that great stuff. And I'm going to leave here with the maestro kicking my music.